Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you've been following my Instagram or watched my last video, you know exactly where I am right now. I've not long left Drimmen on the Rob Roy Way. 124 kilometres. Probably about 1 or 2 in right now. Currently it's just straight road walking, but you can see just further ahead the tree line I'm going to enter as I come into the more secluded parts of this beautiful, beautiful country. You can see just up there, it's about where I'll be turning right and beginning to head east. Early wake up of 3 o'clock this morning to get to Newcastle from my bus up to Glasgow. And there I got a train to Pitlochry and a bus, local bus to Drimmen. Total of around 7 hours travel, and I've just eaten now. Breakfast with a beautiful dry Pop-Tart in a bus stop bench. But I'm not hungry anymore. Had a protein bar as well. Let's get on with this incredible journey I'm about to go on. There's one thing I was worried about on this trip. It wasn't the sun. It's like one of the wettest summers I've ever lived through. Raining every day, like ridiculous river highs and everything. And I've got this plan to come to Scotland, of all places, during an unsuspected wet season. And I'm shitting it about the weather, thinking I'm gonna pack in halfway through for the wet. And it's about 11 o'clock. I'm having to plaster myself in sun cream because it is that sunny. Mental. And finally, at my first water source, taking until 12:15 to get a decent one. And I've missed this Scottish Highland water. Ice cold. Oh, it's beautiful. That's the good stuff. Right. About 1 o'clock now. So, stopping for some dinner. Starting to get a bit crumbly. I've got wraps. I'm going to drop one of these chorizo style sausages into it. That is ready to eat. A little bit of grated cheese. I'm sorted. Got some peanuts to have as well. Just some nice dry roasted ones. High in calorie, really nice as well. So, see how it goes. Not half bad, considering it's not cooked or anything. It's alright. So I've been on forest track for quite a while now. Not far off Aberfoyle really, maybe I'm about 2 miles, maybe 3. So not bad going considering start time for today. My original plan was to try and reach Calendar, or well, just before it, the lock just before it. I'm not too sure I'm going to make that with the time of day. Considering I'm on about 5 hours sleep. I didn't start till about 10:30ish, I think. That's the plan. Not 100% sure if I'll make it. There's a couple alternative spots that I should be able to set up along the way if needs be. This weather's stunning. It's red hot, absolutely red hot. Sign sending me this way. Water's quite sparse so far. I know I'm not going to get any until I'm just about out of this forest track, which isn't ideal. I've got a little bit in me, but with this heat I know I'd definitely rather have some more. It's not the end of the world. So finally had a bit of water. It was awful, honestly. It was like dark yellow. Obviously that's just peaty water, but God, it's just not the same as crystal clear. It just feels wrong to drink, you know what I mean? But hydrated myself at least. After about 2.5, 3 hours of walking, I finally saw people again since the last time I did. A couple of bikers went past me through the forest tracks. It's very secluded, the trail. You know, don't see many people, at least on this first section that I'm on. First like mile or so there was quite a few, but they kind of cut off left up into the woods, whereas I turned right to head east. Obviously they were just on local routes, but if you're looking to escape the general public for a while, it's incredible. So reached Aberfoyle a lot earlier than I was expecting. That last couple of miles just flew by really. So I'm gonna take the chance of having a shop here, hopefully get a pastry or something. Maybe something, you know, a fizzy drink, something like that. It's high in sugar, something to give me a little boost. Hoping to hit Calendar now. I think I will as well. Well, I'm gonna take a short break here and then push forward. So, nice and refreshed after a quick stop in Aberfoyle. Spent about half an hour there. Got myself a packet of Yum Yums from the Co-op, favourite of mine. Last time I was in Scotland they didn't have them because they're not really a Scottish thing, but
they very much are Scottish. I just couldn't find any at all on the West Highland Way, despite my best efforts.
But must be around here, so I enjoyed a big 4-pack of Yum Yums. And then went to a nice little pub, had a can of iron brew, and just chilled out for a bit with my phone on charge. So got about, I think it's about 15 kilometres to Calendar, and it's about 20 past 3. So it's about 4 hours of walking-ish. So I don't think I'll reach Calendar itself, but that was not the plan. It was to just stop the lock before. So it looks like I might still make that really, because if I pick the pace up a little bit, should be there relatively soon. Get set up, and if it's still this warm, I'll be taking a dip in the lake. But fingers crossed, it'd be nice. I just didn't want to be freezing after I get out. I've never been so thankful for a water source. Everything's just dried out, like entirely. Everything that is there, it's just too little of it to flow, so you've just got this horrible stagnant water. I've finally got a decent little stream here. Oh. Two full bottles. Not taking anything less than that.
Good.
About an hour of walking in completely exposed sun with no shade at all. Oh, that was so hot. Oh, I needed that so badly. That was nice. Nice to have a good water source as well, like. Brilliant. So even the diversion seems to have been knocked over with the storm. It's a nice little section to walk through though, this little wooded area. Crazy all this storm damage though. Nice of them to actually signpost for diversion. Better signpost than the rest of the route, to be honest. I've come across this beautiful spot right next to this little body of water. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. I assumed it would be a lochen, but it's not. I'll put the name on the screen, but it's mental. I can't pronounce it. But like, you come around here, you got a nice little seating area. Someone's got a nice little fire pit going there, some dry wood that I could use. Perfect little camp spot here. And right next to this body of water. Any other day I'd absolutely snatch that up. But I'm banging out the miles a little bit, like I've still got 3 hours of daylight. I'm about to hit 30k, so I think I'm just going to push on. There's a camping management zone soon down at the loch, so I need to push past there or track back a little bit. So I think I'm going to get to there, see what the plan is. But feeling much better now that I've got plenty of water. And sun's by no means cold, but as the sun's slowly dropping, it's not beaming down on you anymore. So these miles are just getting a little bit easier as the day goes on. So I'm on the path down to Loch Venachar now. I've decided that with the timings of everything and how far I've walked, I'm gonna camp up in the permit zone. I didn't realise that it was only like £4 to get in. I don't know why I had this expectation it was going to be a lot more, but I've paid for that, so it's £4 for the night, right along the loch, and I'm pretty sure there's a little pier there, so I'm going to get myself in the lake, cool off, have a bit of a wash, get some food down me. It's going to be about a 30k a day, maybe just about under. So I'm pretty happy with that, it's good going. At this rate, it's a 4-day trip, which is what I was hoping for, so I'm on target. Reached camp for the night. It's not quite what I was expecting, to be honest. The camping management zones down Loch Lomond that I've walked past were like, you know, nice maintained areas, like just patches of grass that you could pitch up for. But here it's literally just the shoreline of a lake, and like I'm currently sharing it with a family, and it's just, there's nowhere great to actually pitch up. So, wouldn't recommend this place. I'd rather just set up further down the line where I can actually set up and not pay for it and probably be alone anyways, so. But you can't really complain. I'm going to cool off in the water, and then I'm going to set my tent up first, cool off in the water, and then make myself some food. So camp's all set up. Got it in open mode at the moment. I'll close it for the night, but I just don't want it to become like an oven while I'm going for me a lovely swim. Well, the water wasn't quite as warm as I was expecting. It was dead freezing, so I just plunged around a bit. Wasn't going swimming in that lake. I'm sure I'll find somewhere tomorrow or something. Just see if I can get some of this sweat and the sun cream off. These views are stunning though, absolutely beautiful. Just letting my feet dry off a bit. I'm gonna go collect some water and make some food. So I've got some fire pot meal. It's dal rice with spinach. Sounds good. I've got my own homemade meals for the rest of the week, but I had this left over, so I thought I may as well bring it. Probably should have had it a bit later in the week, to be honest, so I had a bit of a change up, but not the end of the world. Oh, it smells incredible. It's alright. It's nowhere near as good as the bolognese that they do. Ah, I get it. So I thought it had a little bit of like a crunch to it. It's lentils. That'll make sense. It's alright. It could be a bit stronger in flavour. It's got quite a bit of a little bit of a kick to it, but without as much flavour as you expect from that kind of kick, if you know what I mean. I get the bolognese in future, I think, but it's alright, it'll do. Alright, it's time for bed. It's been a brilliant start. I had a fantastic day today. Time to get my head down. Hopefully get an early start in the morning. Crack out them miles. See you in the morning. Right then, morning everyone. Got pretty chilly last night for early September, like. Tent's covered in condensation. I was fine sleeping, but my water that was by me was freezing cold when I woke up, and then the tent's just plastered in condensation. So I've got a feel I'm going to have a nice view. So I'm not long left the campsite now. Lovely little spot. Like the site wasn't great, just based on how little spots there actually were. But eventually, a lot of people there, well, they left. It was just me under the tent there, and still got a good night's sleep. Lovely view in the morning, as you saw. But I was swarmed by midges come morning. I didn't get any on the night, so I didn't think the morning would be too bad. But it was terrible, so I drank my coffee and then I've left with my breakfast just in my pocket to eat on while I walk. I couldn't stand just sitting there being eaten alive. Just left Calendar. Had a nice iced tea, hibiscus one, nice and sweet, bit of sugar. But Just leaving the village. I've been walking about 10 minutes. Stocked up on water before I left at the river. Lovely cold water like. But temperature's just nice at the moment, so I hope it doesn't get red hot again. Right then, everything's charged up. I've had a lovely burger. Bun was incredible. Lovely sourdough bun. So, got about 20k to go. I'm gonna end up camping around Loch-and-Head, I think. Just walking by the water at the moment. Lovely and peaceful. Dinner number 2 is down the trap. It's about 5 o'clock. Got about 3 miles till Loch-and-Head. My plan to sleep around there for the night. Hopefully be there within about an hour and a half-ish, maybe less. Got a bit of a sore left foot, kind of along the right hand side of the arch. Kind of feels like just the muscles a little bit stressed, a little bit tight, so it's nothing I've not had before, but not very fun to walk on, but not the end of the world. Well, I got way past Loch-and-Head, and there's it's a good almost like mile in and out to get to Loch-and-Head from the trail, so I decided to carry on. I haven't got a clue where I'm going to be staying tonight, but if the trail continues like this for much longer, I don't know what I'll end up doing, because this is all just, well, railroad. With the weather now, obviously sun's starting to set, it's about 6:30, but because of that it's just perfect temperature. It's not cold, it's not hot, so I'm just going to push on. If I go as far as I'm hoping to, I'll reach 40k or just shy of. But this straight path that I'm on now, it's not great under the feet because of just how boring it is, but it's easy to walk on, so I'm absolutely flying through it. Got about 8k to go till Killing, just under. If I can reach there, I'll be buzzing. Hobbling. My hot spot on my toe turned into a blister throughout the day. and I've just felt this horrible, painful tingle sensation, and my foot got wet. Oh, the blisters just popped, and it feels big from how much my toe hurts when I walk. Oh man, got 3 kilometres still killing. Whew. I should have wrapped it this morning. Should always wrap hot spots. So I'm finally kind of set up. Not a good place. I'm just in a field, just off killing. Sketchy as fuck. Next to a helicopter downwash, but I've got a feeling the next little bit's gonna be a bit grim, so oh, there's no blood. Promising. Oh man. Well, it's not a popped blister. It just looks like all the fluids kind of moved down to the bottom here. So it definitely could be worse, but it's painful. Oh, just needs covering. But anyways, I'm not messing about tonight. I just want to get to sleep, so I'll see you in the morning. I'm gonna eat and then get off to sleep. What a day. I did 40 kilometres. Feet are feeling it, 100%. See you in the morning. Morning. Here's the lovely campsite from tonight. You can see just where my tent was there. Just a load of construction shit. And then over there is where helicopters downwash. I don't really know what that means. Apparently it's just where they hover, according to me dad. But I'm all packed away. Just need to brush my teeth, and then the co-op just around the corner, so I'm going to stop there, grab something to eat or drink, I'm not really sure, because I've got my breakfast in my pocket. But early start this morning, it's just hit 8 o'clock, so I slept alright. I was in and out a little bit, but I finally got woken up by someone walking past at about 7:15, so that's when I decided to get up. But it'll not be another late night. Not really feeling getting in just before dark, setting up and going to sleep. But I'm starting earlier, so I'm still hoping for a long day. Another 40k would be good, really good. Let's get into it. It's the highest point of the trail. Take a deserved break. It's about an hour and a half. I've just climbed like 500 metres or something. This lock is beautiful, like absolutely amazing. I'm hungry. It's only like 11 o'clock or something, but I'm starving.
I will double check. Okay, alright. Okay. You see, it came in and then it went in again.
So today started off as one of the most remote days so far. From leaving Killin straight up into the hills. I spent the first 15 kilometres, maybe even more up there. I dropped down into the little village where I got my food at the hotel. And since then, I've just been walking on country road straight for ages now. My foot was killing me. I was walking so slow, stopping all the time, but finally caved and took some painkillers. And now I'm a man on a mission, like, pain's gone, sun's behind the clouds, starting to drop. So I'm trying to crack out these miles to make tomorrow as short as possible. So we're all pitched up, definitely in a better location than last night. Got me rainfly drying out over there off the condensation. Tent's pitched beautifully. And would you look at this spot I've got all to myself. Right on the lock shore. Absolutely no one in sight. Absolutely stunning. Chill out and have some food. I've got an absolutely perfect spot. Couldn't be happier here, like. Could not be happier.
Alright then, I'm all settled in for the night. I think it's about 9 o'clock. I'm just chilling out, watching a film. I'm gonna get some sleep. Food was amazing that I had. It's a meal that I made. It's got a couscous, some soy pieces that are soaked in chicken stock, like an oxo cube, mushrooms, onions, all that good stuff, pumpkin seeds, yeast. It was really nice, to be honest. A little bit of tomato paste, nice one with like garlic and herbs in. That was nice. I'm all settled in. Lovely little spot. Peaceful minus the sheep in the next field going mental, but nothing you can do about that. But anyways, I'll see you in the morning.
Bit of a different sight to wake up to, like. Completely just fogged over the lock. Crazy. It's still stunning though. Something about the fog sitting on the lake is just amazing. I've got a short climb for the start of the morning, so hopefully we'll get out the clouds a little bit. Not too sure. Let's get into it. I must have made some bad timing decisions, because that's 2 days in a row now where I started it with just a straight up incline. The sun has just completely cut through the cloud, and I've barely climbed really in perspective, and look at this cloud inversion. Wow. It's fucking beautiful. Literally just about every field I walk past is plastered in these spider webs. Every single field that I've passed on this path, left and right, just covered in them. But I haven't seen a single spider on any of the webs. I don't know if they're old or what. But like, I don't know if the camera will pick it up too much, but it's so intense around that area. Just approaching Aberfoyle now. Oh, gonna be able to get myself some proper food again. So I'm excited for that. Hoping to get a burger of some sorts. Or anything full of calories. Once I'm there, I've got 15k to go till I've finished. So hopefully be there about 6 o'clock, maybe 7 at a push. But it's an easier route than this morning. About 1 o'clock, I'll be finishing 15k in about 15 minutes, so that's only like 4 hours of walking. And this is an easier 15k, so well, that food was amazing. Oh, it's proper filled me up, and hopefully that'll get me through till Pitlochry. Across the road, got myself a Lucozade, a little bag of jelly sweets, and a chocolate bar. So, just trying to make sure I've got as much energy as possible. I beat it a little bit harder than I was expecting. Oh, obviously I've just been walking for days. I was hungry still. And I left, I was like, wow. But about 14 kilometers to go. So I finished. Excited. From what I can tell, there's a little bit of road walking for quite a while. And then one last remote bit till the town. So let's just see what the day brings us. Pitlochry. What a journey. 128 kilometers. There's not really an ending to this trail. You just kind of show up at the town and the signs stop. There's only a couple of years ago they actually got a start to the trail with the bus stop. What an amazing experience. I couldn't have asked for more from it. I've got a hostel booked for tonight, so I think I've earned a nice bed and a couple of drinks in the bar. Incredible, it really is. Incredibly proud of myself as well. It was only, 3 months ago-ish, if that, I did my first proper solo hike and camp. I've just hiked all the way across the Scottish Highlands while camping every step of the way. You cannot beat it. There's nothing better. Just amazing.